Welcome, Eric Bunks, Vintage Sportsman. Welcome to our fall 2023 season. I got some time off of work. I took my vacation time all at once so I can get out in the woods and hopefully bring you some deer action, or some any wildlife action, that is. But just come on along, and this is the culmination of many weeks of filming, so stay tuned. Hello, welcome to Eric Bunks, Vintage Sportsman, and we're here with our equipment review. This particular bow I'm using here is a 1958 Kodiak. Rob Diedrich, thank you very much. It's a beautiful bow, 60 inches, 44 pounds, and this equipment I have today has the old Ace Express, Super Express broadhead, and I have arrows by True North Arrows in Michigan. These arrows are definitely well made, and they are just a work of art. So True North Arrows. And old Joe Callahan, he's the man. So it's just a beauty to hunt with. And these are the original camo covers from Bear Archery that came years ago in an old Bear leather top quiver. So this is what we got here, and it is just great. The old Bear puffs from years ago, and string by Jeff Nowak. He's the man. You want a string, that's the man to see. Northern Michigan. Or I think it's Northern Michigan Archery Supply, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sorry if I am wrong on that, but you just see Jeff Nowak at the traditional Bear Archery Group, and you ask him about his strings. His strings will make them just awesome. Makes them custom. He's great. So that's our equipment review. So this is what we're using. We use many different bows, but I just wanted to show you the bow that we're using today. And we use compounds, recurves, crossbows. We're just going to show you everything that we use, and just not trying to sell you anything or trying to tell you what the best is. This is just what works for me, and I use this, and just so some people say, oh, what is he using? What's this? What's that? So just to pique your interest a little bit, to show you what we use on the channel. Thanks for watching. Alright folks, we got a rainy day out there, and although I should be stalking deer, I have a bunch of things to do, so I wanted to spend the day getting some things done. But rainy days are excellent for stalking deer. Don't ever forget that, for you young hunters. If you're willing to go out and get wet, wear wool. Wool is excellent when wet, but wool is definitely good. But rainy days are good. But I got some things here, and I want to show you ways to make your own scent canister. I know this idea has been around forever, but some younger hunters may not have done this or seen it at all, so I figure I'd show you. What you do here is you can get any kind of container. We used to get them for film back in the day, we used to buy film for cameras. Or this is a medicine bottle, and you can get them from if you have somebody that's on medication that or anybody. My mother, thank you Mom, have her discarded bottles, and took the label off, and I put cotton in there, and it's got a little safety thing, and you take it and you take your favorite scent, and then you fill up the cotton balls. And probably best to do this with rubber gloves. You don't want to get your human scent all over this, so I should be doing that. But and then what you do is you get some electrical tape, and then you get some good ordinary clothespins, and you take that clothespin and you just tape it just like that. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, and you wrap some tape around there and tape that clothespin. Now you can put a clothespin and put this on any branch and have your scent, and the scent will last longer that way too, because you can, instead of squirting it on the ground and then have to reuse it every time, and then your scent eventually use it up, and the scent's expensive. But this way it keeps it in those cotton balls. And then you got a little dispenser, and it didn't cost anything, let alone the price of these clips. And I said, if somebody's on medication or something, I'm sure there's plenty of people who have parents or friends, somebody that takes allergy medicine or something. So there's your tip. So you got to do it yourself to save money. It's tough these days. So hopefully that helped you younger hunters, and good luck out there this season. And folks, when you're heading up into the woods, I highly recommend permethrin. Put this all on your hat, your clothes. Don't put it on your skin. But ticks, it kills ticks. Ticks do not like permethrin. Odorless. this seems to work good. It works good for the mosquitoes too. I don't get mosquitoes too much on me. So, I mean, I still get one or two, but it cuts them down big time. I was in a swamp the other night, and really barely had any mosquitoes, very few. So, and just that's the way to get her done, man. That's where we want it, folks. Right in the Boilermaker. Beautiful day. Beautiful fall day. Hey folks, what we're going to do tonight is we're doing like a combo hunt. Fox season is open. I've been seeing a lot of foxes and not a lot of deer. So we're going to get aggressive. I have this old-time fox call here, Burning Brothers. It's old-time. And what I did was, I figured it's either going to bring in a big doe or it's going to bring in some predators, which will have dual the fun. We can hunt either or. It's super warm weather right now, so we're going to go with an aggressive tactic here. What I did is I went on YouTube and found what an actual fawn bleeding sounds like when it's in distress or it's just lost. And I can recreate it with this call. It just sounds just natural, like. And that's what I saw the fawn bleating sound like. So I'm going to recreate that tonight and see if I can bring in a predator, a big doe, or something like that. And it just sounds like it, just mewing, mom, mom, almost it sounds like. But sometimes you have to get aggressive. This warm weather, deer just aren't moving. I saw some bedded deer the other day, couldn't get them on film, but I'm going to check my trail cameras and see what I have. But this is what you have to do, so come on along. Hopefully we see something tonight. It's been kind of quiet, but stay tuned. We'll hopefully get some action for you. Folks, I just missed the deer. It was too dark to get on camera, but deer came in close. The knock broke. The knock busted, and the deer was so close. It was a small deer, but I wish I could have got it on film. I'm so mad. It was so close. That's the breaks, man. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. So the deer took off. It lives another day. It was fun though. All right, folks. Guess I'm going home in defeat. Broken knock. Back from the hunt, watching some bass fishing, and cooking some chicken. Usually be cooking venison, but now tonight we're going to cook some chicken. And we didn't get that deer tonight and broke that knock, but oh well. We'll watch some fall bass fishing and enjoy ourselves, and just another great night at the cabin, folks. Gotta love it. Alright folks, going on another hunt this evening. Gonna head up in the mountains. So we're just gonna take a seat and see what we see. Got a lot of good deer activity up there, so this is what we do. We're just gonna tuck in behind a nice stone up in there, a big rock, and some brush that had fallen, natural brush that had fallen already, a fallen tree, so provides the perfect cover. So I like doing that, getting the recurve and just hunkering down and getting in there. So stay tuned, hopefully we see some deer. I want you to look at way in the back of the screen, and you're going to see a fox come running down the hill, and way in the back. And I'm going to show you a bunch of different clips from foxes coming through. Various clips that I have recorded over the next couple of scenes. Stay tuned. Here's a coyote we got on film down in the swamp. Alright folks, 5:30 in the morning, getting our bacon, getting our toast, we're heading up in the woods. So I'm tired. But this is deer hunting, man. It's Halloween, so stay tuned, man. It's gonna be good. Bacon and coffee. Start the day. Just a little bit of bacon and toast. Ready to go. Folks, keep a close eye in the center of the screen. A big doe is coming down, followed by a nice sized buck. I am completely pinned down here. I'm in a bad position to shoot, and I end up missing the deer. The buck, I am pinned down in the brush, and it's hard to see. Just look for the doe in the center of the screen. She's going to move off to the left by the tree on the left of the screen, and the buck's going to come in. Here comes the doe now, followed by the buck. I just couldn't get the shot done. There was just too much brush in my way. On the same day, Halloween, this buck came through later on. It's not a legal deer, so I can't shoot. Doesn't have 3 points on one side, but it was exciting anyway. It was just action all day on this Halloween day. Between the big buck and the doe in the morning, it was just crazy. So it was just a wonderful day, Halloween 2023. Alright folks, this little deer was feeding in front of me for at least 20 minutes, watching me every step of the way, just constantly looking, staring at me in the blind. Knew something was up, but just couldn't figure it out, so stay tuned. Unbelievable. And you tell me I'm not a believer in them Ace Super Express broadheads. I mean, that is just unbelievable. There's a deer, folks. That's how we found her, folks. Flopped a little bit. That's exactly how I found the deer. Alright folks, you talk about a devastating broadhead. You saw the blood trail. That deer was dead within minutes. I mean, that deer was dead within minutes. That's a humane kill right there. I hit it a little far back. I'll show you a close-up. It went in. I think he got the liver. That's what did the damage. But that big broadhead. And you know what? To me, that's a trophy. You know, it might not be the biggest deer. You know, trophy's in the eyes of the beholder. You know, whatever you... A trophy is what it is to you, the bow hunter. You know, that's going to be plenty of meat for me, some of my friends. So, you know what? For a recurve on the ground, that deer sat and fed and watched me watching me, was eating and just, you know, watching me just like crazy. And the kid couldn't pick me out. I was in that blind, but whew, that's exciting. My heart was beating, you know. He said small deer, but that's all right. They don't have to be true. They don't have to be monster bucks. All right, vintage sportsman, man. That's how we get it done. There's that wound to the liver. The size of that wound. That's what got him. Right through the liver. Deadly shot. All right, guys, we got the deer hung up, and you can see where the wound is right here. That's right in the liver. Wasn't exactly where I wanted to place the arrow. I wanted it up in here, but the deer was walking away from me, heading away. But I think it kind of angled forward, but it did, as I showed you, it did get the liver. But not the biggest deer, but I'm proud of it. Recurve on the ground. You know what? It's hard to get them on the ground in a brush blind when the wind is blowing all over the place. You know, you can see how windy it was, and your scent's blowing all over. And for that deer to be that close and not smell you, that's a good deal. So there's meat in the freezer, man. That's how you get her done. All right, folks. The elusive feline stalks the forest. The bobcat, aka known as Morris. Morris the cat. He is the predator.